Hi everybody, Zari Ballard here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about what's at the core of the narcissistic personality. We know all the other stuff. We know everything about the gaslighting, the silent treatment, the passive aggression, and all that stuff. But that's really not at the core of it. Because if we knew it was at the core of it, we wouldn't spend our time going, oh, we had such a wonderful weekend. What happened? We would get it. So I'll tell you what it is when we come right back. Hang on. Hi everybody, Zari Ballard here for the When Love is Alive video blog podcast. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right there and the bell right there so you can get notified of the videos. Today we're talking about what's at the core of the narcissistic personality. And it might have a little bit to do with compartmentalization, okay, but it's even bigger than that. Okay, people always wonder, but he wrote me that beautiful card, but we had such a nice weekend. We had such a nice trip together, all that stuff. What happened? He must really love me if he did all that. I'm probably the only one that says that narcs actually do mean what they say when they're saying that. Okay, I don't think that they're going, okay, I'm going to say, pretend to have a nice trip on our vacation. No, he had a nice trip. Even a narc has to have fun, okay? In the moment. Everything with the narc is momentary. Remember that. It's momentary. Meaning that in the moment, yeah, he means it. In the moment, he might even think he loves you. In the moment, he might believe that you guys are having a great time. In the moment, he might even believe that you're the one for him. All that happens in the moment. But it also happens in your compartment. And everybody in the narc's life has a different compartment. You, the wife, if there's a wife, the husband, if there's a husband, girlfriends, boyfriends, workers, friends, everybody gets a different compartment and everybody gets treated according to what the narc has to do to keep that compartment managed smoothly. He's a compartment manager, like an apartment manager. Same thing. Okay, he manages compartments. So why is it that a narc, you guys can have a beautiful, wonderful time anywhere, just an awesome weekend where you just think, wow, and you're still high from it, you're still got that pep in your step, and he walked out the door and he texted his girlfriend, he walked out the door and he went over to somebody else's house, he walked out the door and he climbed into somebody else's bed. What happens there? This is what I think happens. The core of the narcissistic personality, it's a disorder. It's a real disorder. It's not a mental illness. It's not a mental illness, but it is a disorder. And where people can make choices, but doing the bad thing makes it feel better. But what happens is, the thing that's missing, I think, from the narcissistic personality, the DNA strand, the chromosome, whatever makes them different from us, it's about the fact that they can't hang in a moment. I'm not even sure how to describe it. Their feelings, or what they think are their feelings, can't linger beyond the momentary. They're so detached, but not really. I mean, they actually are having fun. Even a narc has to have fun. So that's when you sit there, people will send me texts where he's like, I love you. Pictures from a vacation where they just look like the happiest couple. I had so many of those in 13 years. Oh my God, I can't even think of me going, what the fuck happened? Okay, we had such a great weekend. And he's like, yeah, we did. So what? Today we're not having a good day. I mean, it's that quickly. Like, they can't hang on to the feeling any longer than a minute. Okay, and it's just out of sight, out of mind. And that is the mind-boggling part of it. Because the thing that keeps relationships going is that our feelings linger. Like, when we're attracted to somebody, we think about them afterwards. We think about, it gives us butterflies in our stomach, pep in our step, and all that stuff, and it's the fun thing about starting a relationship. But with a narc, they have that in the beginning, and that's kind of like where the love bombing thing comes in, and they can kind of hang there because they got to get a feel, and they got to read you and all that stuff, and they're very good at that. So it's happening a lot quicker. Make sure you check out my video that says narcs are changing their strategy. They're onto us because it lasts less and less. The love bombing, it's going to be shorter and shorter. Okay, they're not going to hang with us for years and years and go back and forth because they know they've been exposed. Okay? They don't need to put on such a show, like the show that they used to put on. They don't need to do that anymore. When you're asking yourself, okay, but what about the trip? Or what about this past weekend? Or what about the great sex and all that? You know, I just say to people, well, where is he? Or where is she? If it was that good, where are they at? You know, why aren't they there? You're there. You're thinking about it. A normal person would be. A normal partner would be there. And they're not. That's the key to it. Don't consume yourself with all those happy memories, all those great memories, because the bottom line is, what's the result of those memories? They're not there. Okay? If they really cared about it, they'd be there. When the narc acts really jealous, it doesn't mean that he cares about you. So don't get that in your mind either, because if he was really that jealous, where's he at? Where's she at? You got to look at the bigger picture of it, and then you can grasp it. Look at the core of the personality. The core, not just the little behaviors. Everybody always wants to pick apart the little behaviors, and every writer, every blogger about narcissism all have their own little ways to talk about behaviors, but it's really about the core of it, that the narc can't hang on to a meaningful feeling. It's the superficial things that keep them charged, that keep them moving on the straight trajectory. That's what they're about. That's why they can go, oh, we had a great weekend, but it's over. Bye. And off they go, straight ahead, without looking back, until they look back. And when and if they do, it's their choice. And there's no amount of memories that you've made with them or amount of great sex or anything that's going to make them do it any quicker or make them do it at all. Which goes back to what I always say. A relationship with a narc is just not sustainable. No matter what you got going on, no matter about all those fun times, it's not sustainable, because they're not going to hang on to that feeling, and you can't change a person like that. You just can't. It's born. It's there. And you can't make something out of nothing. You can't create that feeling in them. They can mimic it, but they can't sustain it. And it's all about sustainability.
Thanks for joining me today. Make sure you watch all my videos and don't forget to hit that subscribe button right there. This is the When Love is Alive video blog podcast. See you next time.